303.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch it.
Alright. Today I'm going to be speaking to you on my speech called Frizzell Great Garden. Hello, it's great to meet everyone and your acquaintance. It's great to be speaking with you all today because I want to share with everyone of someone that has been a guardian of protection for quite some time. His name is James G. Frizzell, also known as Cool Jim. I know Cool Jim for the better parts of my life and the worst. He's always been my father, also my friend. He's been through parts of my life both treacherous and unbearable. But somehow he's always ventured forward for me when life became tough and desolate. But somehow he's always ventured to help me out. Today I would love to share a couple of parts of my life that my father has guided me through and helped me overcome. These life events will show everyone how he's been shielding me through evil and guiding me to the light every step of the way. I call my first time my dad showed me he cared the most is when he helped me escape out of jail. When he bailed me out of jail, he really made my top list of people to actually acknowledge and trust for the rest of my life. Old Jim was the first to sit me down and set me straight and on how I was heading in a road that would lead to self-regret for an eternity. After he set me down and gave me a stern speech about how I was not doing right, Jim, out of the kindness of his heart, gave me a nice meal at the closest barbecue joint in Garden City, Kansas. This place was called Flanks. He ordered me a sandwich called the Big Wally. A Big Wally is a monstrosity burger that would feed any starving man off the streets for 2 days straight. It's got a lot of juice in it, it's real flavorful. When I devoured this burger, I felt like I won the lottery for $1 million. I believe this lesson learned was hard to bear, but not wasted, for I found a friend who wanted more for me and cared if I lived or rotted away. Now, going to jail wasn't only the hardship that really hit home. What was, however, had to been when I got fired from Aaron's at Hayes, Kansas. When I lost employment at Aaron's, my dad told me, son, even though you were fired from Aaron's, I still got your back. I believe that this job wasn't you. You should sit down and gather your thoughts for your next course of action, because I want you to not experience working for people who don't acknowledge your work and respect you for what you do. When he said to gather my thoughts, I took this information to heart and directed my journey for a better opportunity for college, and getting a part-time job was the best option. So I looked at myself and realized this man was totally 100% correct. So with Cool Jim's advice, I found a job at Dylan's Deli serving succulent food for people and great customers alike. And now I'm attending Barton Community College, where I'm getting my associate's degree in network specialty with the help of financial aid and grants. With my father's motivation, I believe I will succeed in this journey so long as I keep his words in mind. However, this process was being thwarted by this one dilemma that was standing in my oncoming road. My esteemed friends, this road was my state standings. I didn't have a house to stay at when I was working at Dylan's, or the money to provide for internet and electric bills to cover my school. My dad knew this in his bones before I acknowledged this myself, that I would be in a world of hurt. So he offered me one thing, room and board. When he offered this, I was greatly appreciative, because that showed that he trusted me enough that I would do great. He also had the time to salvage me a printer for my schoolwork and projects, so to speak. When I asked him when I should pay him back, he said, don't worry about it right now, son. I want you to be great in school and become bigger and better, because I am proud of you and I believe in what you will do will be great. When my father said that to me, in the back of my mind, I swelled up with emotion. I felt overwhelmed with wanting to thank him 1,000,000 times over and let him know that I will do the very utmost best to make him proud. And I know for a fact that when Jim comes into work, I'm pretty sure he gives you all 100%. I hope so. If you guys agree, I hope so too. If not, I understand he can be a pain sometimes. But when life becomes difficult, Cool Jam was always there to help me, stepping up and helping me get through the day when no one could or even looked at me twice and wanted help when I was overwhelmed. He helped me get out of jail. He counseled me through whenever I lost my job. He gave me a home to live in and survive in to help my future. He may be strict, may be hot-tempered, or sometimes unable to reason with, but this Frizzell has never abandoned me. He was always being my shield of protection, an unstoppable machine, or my best example yet, my Merlin's magic to my King Arthur's quest. When I say my dad is the greatest guy in the world, well, if you had someone in your corner like him, you too can combat the greatest evils of all, life and pursuit of happiness. Thank you all for listening to my speech, and y'all have a